Hey Scorpio, welcome to your general October love reading. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back. I love you guys. If you see this at a different date than timestamp, it's still meant for you, Scorpio. And cross watchers, you're more than welcome. Everyone on Take It Resonates who is watching. If you want a personal reading, everything that you need is down below. Let's see what we got cooking good looking for my Scorpios. This is a general love reading, platonic or romantic, so only take what resonates. I feel like someone's a really good dancer, a very sensual dancer, like almost like Shakira. Hips don't lie type vibe. So I'm hearing this song, Fire Burning on the Dance Floor, which is like 2007, 2006 song. I forget who sings this. I feel someone's salsa dances here too. Very Dancing with the Stars vibe. Like someone just can move. What do we have for my Scorpios? So those didn't flip. This one did though. Ace of Cups. Aces are ones. They're new beginnings. They're new starts. Some of you guys may meet somebody at the club, meet somebody out dancing, meet somebody in a bar. I feel like you catch their eye, Scorpio, because I just feel like someone's watching you dance, watching you grind, like watching you. Death card, Scorpio. That is you. That is your major arcana. There is a brand new connection coming to my Scorpios. This cohort of Scorpios I'm picking up on. I heard where there's endings, there's beginnings. So for those of you that are starting over, starting fresh, getting back out there, there's something coming to you. And it may be like you just getting back out there, and you meet somebody that way. I am getting the need to tell you about drink safety. If you like are at a bar, like just make sure you keep your, even if you're a man, they get drugged too. Keep your drink on you. Be careful of people getting really close to you when they're speaking. If you turn your head real quick, they could put something in there. Just be very mindful of your drinks. I don't know why I need to say that, but obviously Spirit's making me say that for a reason. So just be very mindful of your drinks. Even if you know somebody, go with them to the bar to get the drink. 3 of Cups. You guys are out with friends. You're having a good time. You're dating. You're in a really good space right now, Scorpio. And I feel like there's a lot of people around you that are enjoying your company, enjoying your friendship, enjoying getting to know you. And there's definitely somebody in that mix that is a new love connection. I feel like, Scorpio, you're a hot commodity right now. This is not for any Scorpio that currently has a relationship. This feels like a Scorpio that is freshly on the market or has been on the market, either freshly single or has been single. You're having a really good time and you're going out and you're enjoying your life. You're enjoying yourself. This feels like going with the flow too, which is interesting for me. But this is about emotionally going with the flow. You're not getting super attached to anybody. You're not having high expectations. You're just having fun. Going out and having a good time. And whatever happens, happens. It feels like something's just going to fall into your lap when you're least expecting it, when you're not looking for it, when you're not wanting a relationship. The perfect person is going to show up. Yeah, letting go of expectations. I feel like, Scorpio, some of you guys, I am getting an anxious attachment style. So people you meet, you may have tried to either force connections, force commitment, or force a relationship out of like an anxious attachment style. But you guys have really worked through that. You've really gotten past that. And I feel like this is more of a free-flowing energy. Like, whatever happens, happens. This is a 4 of Cups. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to attach myself to an outcome. I'm not going to attach myself to any expectations. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow, have a good time. And it feels like something just like lands in your lap. You just go out one night, you have a good time, and you meet a person. Yeah, they're telling you when you least expect it. We have the 9 of Wands popping up. Yeah, some of you guys are really working through some things that have made you cling to people that no longer serve you. Whatever's created an anxious attachment within you, Scorpio, abandonment, trauma, grief, whatever it was, because it could have been grief. You could have had someone pass away. that you were connected to, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a wife, a husband. It feels like that for some of you guys, that you lost a lover to death. And there's some lingering energy from that of abandonment, of concern of losing somebody. Because whenever you lost this person, whether it was actually physically losing them or losing them out of your life, just a relationship, it feels like a piece of you went with them. Like you haven't been the same since then, but you're working through that trauma and you're kind of letting go of those expectations, of those worries, of where is this going, of trying to predict the future in regards to connections and not letting people in unless you had a solidified conclusion. Like, I'm not going to let you in unless I know we're going to, date. I'm not going to let you in unless I know we're going to get married. I'm not going to let you in unless I know that we're going to do this. But you're letting go of all of that. You're allowing yourself to freely come and go, and you're allowing others to freely come and go, because you know that holding on to people that don't serve you actually only hurts you more. Or creating expectations in your mind of others and them not meeting those expectations only hurts you more. Feels like an anxious attachment, woundings that have caused an anxious attachment of abandonment. But again, you're working through that. And you're really starting to enjoy life because you're letting go, again, of expectations of what things should look like, how things should work out. I'm also getting a release of control. 2 of Cups. Here it is. You release that control. You work through any anxious attachments. You work through abandonment problems. You start to go with the flow and just enjoy life. Here's that connection. The Ace leads to the 2. Somebody who is like you, Scorpio, a kindred spirit, a soulmate. You're both going to be attracted to each other. You're both going to want to get to know each other. You're both going to have an instant, it feels instant, emotional connection. And this makes a 3. You guys are going to have a lot of fun. You guys are going to enjoy the same things, entertain the same hobbies, listen to the same music. You guys are going to enjoy having fun together. It feels like a very adventurous, active connection. I don't feel like you guys are going to be sitting around a house doing nothing. It feels like you guys are going to go out and do things, like bucket list type vibe. It's going to be very fun. And again, it's going to be a very free connection because you've worked through anything that's really restrained you. Or again, put those expectations on people, on connections that have made you fail, have made them fail, and have caused issues. I feel like that has caused more trauma to you, Scorpio, and you've realized that. I feel like there's been a recognition of your own pattern with how you attach yourself to people or with how you expect things from people. And when that doesn't work out, you're hurt because it's reminding you of a situation where you were abandoned, where you were hurt, where you were left behind. But the minute you let that anger, that hurt, that pain go, and you just start free flowing, if you want to stay, you want to stay. If you want to go, you want to go. I don't have expectations on you. Let's just have a good time. And you really start to enjoy life. Here comes that connection that you're not expecting. And it feels like a really good one. Again, 2 kindred spirits. 2 people come from the same cloth. 2 people that want the same thing. 2 people that feel the same about each other. Because sometimes when we're in this energy, Scorpio, we try to make people stay around that don't want to. And it causes bitterness. It causes resentment. It causes issues. It causes anger on both sides. But this is somebody who is free-flowing just like you. There's no pressure. There's no constraints. There's no expectations. And that's what makes it very healthy. I like it, Scorpio. We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah. This is working through that trauma. Again, I feel like there's been issues and fights and things in the past with you, Scorpio, and who you're connected to because of the trauma that you've been carrying with you. The trauma of abandonment, the trauma of being left behind, the trauma of being excluded. All of that trauma has led to a lot of fighting, has led to a lot of arguments, has led to a lot of mental grief and mental agony. And you working through that and recognizing your own pattern of your anxious attachment and things that have led to that pattern, and recognizing your own faults and past connections where maybe I put too many expectations on that person and they didn't deserve those expectations to be put on them. But I put them there, and then I got mad at them for not meeting them. Or I expected that person to do this for me, and then they left. But why did I expect them to do that in the first place? I shouldn't expect someone to do that. and then they hurt me. It's like working through that trauma to then have someone come in that matches you. And you don't have to force them to stay. You don't have to put expectations on them. You don't have to bend them till they break type energy to get them to stay there. This is fighting for people and fighting for situations out of control and out of worry of losing something. And that's something you've worked through. And you're just really enjoying yourself now because, again, you freed yourself from anything that was constraining you. When we restrain others from things, we're restraining ourselves. When we put expectations on others, we put expectations on ourselves. This is releasing that so you don't let your own self down anymore. And therefore you don't have other people let you down because you're not expecting from them what you shouldn't be expecting from them. Because it's not fair. And I feel like you're recognizing that. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to them. I like it, Scorpio. Let's get an animal oracle card. I just feel this really tight grip. I have to hold on to the situation. I have to hold on to this person. And the more you hold on to people, the more they want to get away. The more that you try to control somebody, the more they want to get away. The more you try to restrain somebody, the more they want to get away. And it's like, why do you want to get away from me? And it's because you're controlling or you're restraining them or you're putting expectations on them they can't meet. And you get mad at them. It's like recognizing that and no longer doing that. And then you're realizing people aren't running away anymore. People aren't pushing away anymore. People aren't rejecting anymore. I heard if it's meant to be, it will be. We have the Coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. You're learning a lot from your own experiences and you're learning to basically dance through the rain. Don't run and hide from it. Don't put on a raincoat. Just dance through it. Going with the flow. But I love you, Scorpio. I wish you the very, very best. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and the notification bell on the side. It will alert you when readings are posted. If you do want a personal, go down below. Everything you need is down below in the description box. I love you guys. Be kind to people. Drink your water. You have a good one.